Hey yo, what's going on, viewers of the tube? My name is Tyler, and I just want to thank you for dropping the crap you were watching earlier and setting your eyes on the channel that hopes to get you as riled up as this Moroccan crowd listening to this special baby. You know our crowd hype sauce. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, I'm sure most of you have heard about what is going on with the most popular centralized exchange, Binance, and their help with the takeover of the Steem blockchain by using customers' tokens in a way that is downright unethical and should have legal repercussions because it is messing with people's money and livelihood. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire story, as I'm sure many of the news and TA expert YouTubers have already covered it, but I called the scumbag relationship between the two Chinese mafia-controlled puppets a long time ago. I have been revealing these two extremely close relationship. They both have shells in Malta, which Binance told the world they were moving to, securing banking relationships, tweeting pictures with the government, saying work is being done. CZ with former PM Joseph Muscat, CZ with former President Marie-Louise Calerio Preca, even giving her a hug. Shoot, even just in April, CZ cheating on Justin and trying to get Vitalik in with the government connections in Malta. Then you have Justin posting that they were setting up an office in the Malta blockchain campus, tweeting and supporting former PM Muscat, and even CZ welcoming Tron and Justin to the party of Malta. Well, if you've watched my channel for some time, I knew Muscat and Marie-Louise were corrupt, and that came true when Joseph Muscat was implicated in the car-bombing murder of a journalist who was exposing his political cabinet's corruption. Rest in peace, Daphne Galizia. You will always be remembered for what you did. So, all of their connections have went out the window as Marie isn't the president. She resigned. Joseph, he was forced to step down, even though he should be in prison for life. And their biggest connection, Silvio Schembri, the former finance minister for Malta, has no power now as he was forced to take a smaller role, Minister for the Economy, Investment, and Small Business. And things are starting to get really murky for Silvio because Joseph's chief of staff, Keith Schembri, was involved with the murder of Daphne too and could be considered the mastermind behind it all. And Silvio posted this on Instagram, picture with Keith and the caption, Mastermind, which he immediately deleted. Well, Silvio was replaced by the elected Bartolo Clayton, a man of the people, who said this about Binance when asked if they had a license to operate in Malta. As informed by the Malta Financial Services Authority, which is an autonomous body, not a state entity, until the time of writing, Binance has never been in possession of an official license by MFSA. Such statement has been further corroborated by SaintFame DAO, CEO of Binance, on his personal Twitter account, where he also stated that Malta has not changed its position. So their lover gangster friends from Malta are gone. The relationships they built are gone. All CZ and Justin have left is each other. That is why I need to replay this video, as it's a beauty of a clip from the one and only Chip the Chode.
Well, in other news, lover boy Justin's son got in on the action of CZ's tweet, posting this, which literally makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Huge congrats on BNB, a new Bitcoin with a very strong heart emoji. Now, like I said, I think Justin and CZ might be more than just friends. And I have a little song I would like to sing to explain Justin's relationship with good old CZ. Every time your eyes meet, he wants you more than ye. It's almost more than he can take. CZ, when you scam thee, he can feel how much you love thee. And it just blows him that way. He's never been this close to anyone. CZ, He can hear your thoughts. Give Justin that cream. I don't know how you screw all these noobs. Justin's so in love with you. The tweets just get better. He wants to spend the rest of his life with you by his side. Jail cell forever. Every little thing that you do, Justin is amazed by you.
So, it was great. But the beauty of CZ Binance shooting himself in the foot once again with the Steem debacle is it pushes people away from his centralized fractional reserve piece of poo exchange and into the world of decentralized exchanges, DEXs. Now, this is where CZ and Binance will not be able to compete, and a power shift will happen back to the individual investor. With DEXs, you are the custodian of your funds, and custodianship is power in the crypto space, especially as we move to a world of staking networks. The more stake, the more power you have. And in the past few months, decentralized exchange trading volume has been exploding, smashing through the former all-time high. Volume in February, 350 million, was traded on Ethereum Dexs and the protocols. And this is what Binance is so afraid of, the rise of the people through decentralized protocols like Uniswap, Kyber, and more. Why do you think they created the Binance Dex? It wasn't to create a decentralized protocol to allow us more freedom as it runs on the Binance chain, of which Binance controls. And that is why the Binance Dex and chain is such a failure, because everyone knows it's a fugazi, and there are real Dex protocols out there they can use. And this is seen with the volumes of the Binance Dex, averages less than 1 million in volume per day. If we gave them a high average of 1 million for math's sake, they would only have 28 million in monthly volume for February, while Ethereum Dexs clocked over 350 million. But I will tell you right now, the Dex volume on Binance is fake. The only people using Binance Dex are in-house Binance bots and the market makers. If those were not there, Binance Dex would be below 100K in 24-hour volume, maybe even lower. So who is the leader in the battle against a centralized exchange? Uniswap, an Ethereum protocol which proved to the world that no native token and no funds raised during a token sale were needed for success. Uniswap yesterday had over 3 million in trading volume, more than 3x that of Binance Dex, which had only over 800K yesterday. Shocking, a grassroots protocol, Uniswap is beating the richest company in crypto, who just crossed over $1 billion in total profits in October of last year. Uniswap spanking the Binance Dex is what crypto is all about. And Hayden Adams, the creator of Uniswap, I pray you will never bow down to CZ like Vitalik did. Meeting with CZ and scumbag Silvio in Malta. Tis Vitalik. But Uniswap is coming in hot in 2020, with V2 of the protocol planned to be released soon. Much of what V2 contains has been under wraps, but Hayden tweeted last week this: Uniswap V2 status update. The V2 codebase was frozen about 2 months ago, but then an awesome new feature unfroze it. It's now frozen once more. Expect a formal announcement and open sourcing soon. So it is coming, and guess who is speaking at ETHCC? Going on their website right now, Hayden, and from the schedule on his talk, Uniswap V2. This tweet right here from Hayden on February 14th explains a lot about what he has been building, what could be announced tomorrow at his talk. 2019, Uniswap V1 proved automated market makers can compete with traditional exchanges. 2020, Uniswap V2 will prove automated market makers can do things traditional exchanges cannot. And 2021, Uniswap V3 will face slippage and capital efficiency head on to prove automated market makers can outcompete traditional exchanges on all fronts. Woo! And below that, he answers a question. V2 is basically done. Formal verification and audit in progress. V3 is still in early stage research and will take much longer to complete. So could he be announcing the date of the launch for V2 tomorrow at ETHCC? My guess, yeah. But Uniswap in V1 is already doing things centralized exchanges could only dream of. And it all started out with a simple concept that blossomed out of a small pocket of the internet, Unisocks. It's a super simple concept. Create a token that is redeemable for a pair of socks. There are only 500 socks available, and they are available at a dynamic price, meaning the price changes based on supply and demand. The more socks that sell, the higher the price goes. If people choose to sell their socks back, the price goes down. People are able to buy and sell as they see fit, and they can redeem their token for a real-world pair of special white and pink socks. And as we can see on Unisocks.exchange, they are trading for over $84 for a pair of socks, and 91 socks tokens have been redeemed for the physical socks. Well, that started a movement. The socks, they would not be wasted. And the first internet-owned fashion house was created, SaintFame, with the token Fame. Like Unisocks, Fame tokens were for a clothing item, not socks but a t-shirt. But unlike Unisocks, the design for the shirt was not created before the launch of the shirt. And here's where things get freaking amazing. So the SaintFame DAO, the people behind it, collectively own something called boy tokens. What are these? Well, a Matthew Vernon, aka Diap Boy, tokenized himself on Ethereum and his design talents. Yes, he tokenized human capital. Well, the SaintFame Fashion DAO, they purchased some of these tokens and they called for Diap Boy's talents to design their Fame shirt. And after the design was submitted, the SaintFame DAO voted on whether to accept it. Well, it was accepted and a huge viral success because as we can see, the shirt is selling for over $375 with only 22 left out of the 100 created. So do you not see the beauty in all of this? Uniswap, DAOs, and DeFi will allow creators, developers, and people like you and me to be a part of things we could only dream of 10 years ago, like being part of a fashion house DAO, tokenizing your talents, or even selling your own items in the same fashion of Fame tokens and the shirt. The SaintFame DAO just announced the launch of Zora, the marketplace for limited edition and collectible goods. So, should I launch a limited edition Chico Crypto shirt or a limited edition Chico beer mug? Maybe soon. Cheers. I'll see you next time.